Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to Through the Tomes, a TTRP adventure show, real play, fun time program, where a group of understanding and patient friends are guided on a TTRP adventure by an amateur GM building his first campaign for now, and putting it all together with pre-built settings and adventure modules and literal tomes that I'm hanging on to, all for to show how you can do it too. I'm PD Rave, the aforementioned GM, and here with me is my party, my gang, my crew, here for the season finale of this campaign. Here with me is this party playing Wind and Summer, Daisy.
Hey everyone. So, staying true to my character, I asked Santa Brett for a flute for Christmas, and Santa provided. So
Nice.
I've
That is
got
not a
this.
flute.
Sorry,
That is a
yeah, it's not a
Celtic
flute.
whistle.
It's a Celtic whistle.
Even
It's
better.
plastic.
Is that Delrin?
This is a Tony Dixon.
No,
Low
it's
D.
made out of. That is a composite of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
Playing Solero Talion, we have Drew. As we catch him in the middle of like being interrupted by someone off screen.
By a child.
Yeah, that's true.
What I was going to say for my witty intro was I would like to say goodbye today to two people we have lost in sport. To date the episode, Nick Saban and Gunther Steiner.
Ball's retiring.
One of them is just not.
One of them's
being
not
signed again.
retiring.
Yeah. Yeah.
One
He's
of
just
them
not
is
working for them
retiring.
anymore.
One of them maybe didn't do a great job,
All right. Either way,
but he was entertaining.
yes. 07's in the chat, everyone. 07's in the chat. Playing Tumbao, we've got Chris.
Hiya. For Christmas, the next thing I got right now, I have a new setup with my camera. I have a little ring light that we got working a lot more effectively, and I got myself a cozy little spot, so hopefully I'm coming through without sounding like a million miles away.
Nice.
As I just vanish away.
Skype messes with you.
You're getting
Lovely.
further away from the microphone.
Am I?
No.
No, you're fine.
You're
Now you're
getting
too close.
closer. Now you're
Jiggle the
eating the
handle.
microphone.
Absolutely. I'm trying to figure out the distance here, just playing around with the settings myself,
Yeah.
but I've been having fun. I've been trying to figure out how to set up for maybe my own D&D campaign soon.
Yeah. Nice.
And I printed up a massive stack of character sheets at work, only to then leave work and leave the sheets inside of the printer and then have to go back after hours to go pick them up.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Playing Toro, we've got Victoria.
Hi, Twitch. Daisy said I look like a hacker, but really I'm just having a bad hair day. And eating, as I always am.
Yeah,
Look
it's
fun.
dinner time.
It's the
La hora de cenar.
It's working.
True.
it's just so dark in the room. I think that adds
It's
that
sepia
really adds
tones.
to the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Twitch beware.
She's hacking it. I'm in. Playing Lucius Zanero, we've got Matt.
Hey, I already showed it off, but I have Bob Wills in the Texas Playboy as San Antonio Rose, the first 15 years, 11 CDs and 1 DVD.
Yes. Nice. And last but not
Very
least, playing a Toby Underborough, we've got Brett.
So today I am consuming the water that is from a container that shows everybody that I'm into the coolest stuff.
Yeah.
So you've got like You've got like a derpy tux.
Yes.
You got the stoned gnu.
Yeah.
You got an arch sticker.
Yes.
You've got one of these things that's also one of those things over there, but you can't see it. And you know, bash because I needed another sticker for like $2. Yeah, and that is the that, and I've got this much liquid in it so that I don't have to take a leak like in 30-45 minutes.
Yeah. I know that feeling. I've got my own water bottle. The only thing I have to show is probably the most adorable thing that happened the other day. My niece was informed that I took that what Bluey character are you TikTok filter, and that I got Honey, and that I enjoyed it because, you know, I got the I looked up the description of Honey, that she's shy and needs encouragement to participate in the thing. I thought that was cute. So she knocked at my door, extremely excited, doing her thing where she she screams under the gap underneath my door, which is hilarious, like, Peter. And she had picked out for me while she was out shopping for toys a Honey Bluey little fig. And she was excited to give it to me. It's like, this is for you.
Aw.
It has a
That's
little
sweet.
book, and she wears glasses. And then it also has a sticker that I just realized I can put on my water bottle. I've also got something more dangerous that I've been playing with. If you watched the Record Breakers, with I don't know if I played it with it on the GM mode. I think I did in GM mode. I have a soundboard. I've set up my thing. You know, I've got my soundboard.
Pimping.
I've got my new favorite sound, which is POV. The first time the boys bit into one of those infamous lemons.
Oh my god, it's so juicy.
It's just the best sound. It's like the first...
Pete, is it one of those like soundboards that has just like a handful of buttons, each one like labeled with something different?
Well, really, I say soundboard. I mostly mean that I put my Surface tablet, plugged it into my my mixer, and it was input, and I've opened up 101soundboards.com and also the infamous for some of us NSFW show Sound Builder.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Just
There was an app I remember. It had a whole list of like buttons that it was like, I think it was just called Instant Buttons.
yeah, there's my instance, which I have as well. I can pull up.
How many Duke
Stop
Nukem?
worrying about my acting, bitch.
There's got to be at least one Shake It Baby.
Oh yeah, I just got to look for them.
Got Brody Quest on tap, I guess.
Yeah, I can bust it out whenever I want. If I can full screen this browser. Okay. Let's see. All right, I've got it here.
The noise gate won't allow it.
Aw.
Yeah, here you go.
The noise suppression powered by Crisp is lowering it, I think.
That's hilarious.
Get a little bit of it. It's good.
Yeah, we hear it when you're
nostalgia.
talking. So as long as you mouth noise along, it's coming through.
I'm also a fan of how you did the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest. You just noise suppression by Crisp.
Okay, I've turned off noise suppression.
Yeah, now we're going.
All right, and that's what's
That is making me feel old and happy.
I mean, that is ancient.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, but Cuba was like 15 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Cuba.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
There you go. All right, enough soundboard. Let's get down to our adventures and to our fun. As we left off, we were Summer was reuniting with the family and friends, particular reuniting with friends at the old tree house and getting drunk. And everybody else is left to their own devices, and given a couple ideas of what to do, including a tavern that was in town and some other stuff that's like around the place. What is there anything anybody wants to do? Any activities anybody wants to get to? We're just otherwise we can just go to the next day. He's just fun.
I got nothing. Summer's
yeah.
getting drunk.
Summer's, yeah. Lucius, I think Lucius and Tony probably went on a cosmic walk.
Yes, nice.
Toro is sleeping very soundly, very happily.
Yeah, just finds a spot sleeping.
I think I was gonna go sit by the beach for a little bit.
Yeah.
Was my idea before I headed to bed. Like sort of spend some time with Bravo.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody kind of has their thing. Yeah. So yeah, you guys kind of have your evenings spending either spending time outside by yourselves, looking at the stars, or spending time with friends, spending time with each other, seeing stars, and other things. And whatnot, and you guys get accommodated in various places with various guest bedrooms and spare beds. Maybe even like a bunk bed gets offered. Get the occupied and offered. Maybe a stable. If you go for it, and you guys have a nice, comfortable night's sleep. Like you're staying at a country inn, almost like you're staying like at a friend's house out in the sticks. And it's you wake up to a beautiful morning, beautiful like misty summer morning. And as you all wake up, some probably later than others, Summer wakes up in the treehouse, maybe just a little hungover.
Just a little.
Just a little. And as you guys I presume you guys just kind of like gather together to kind of like start your day as best as you can.
Dearly beloved.
You kind of like get into, by the time you can gather, I'll say you gather together, you guys get it's at your various places where you're staying, you get fed some nice breakfast, and eventually you kind of like get scattered into the main area of the town. And as you're kind of like converging, Summer, you kind of like do your best to brave the day a little bit, a little bit of a headache, a little bit of like a sensitivity to light. Trying to like squint. It's a little extra sensitivity to hearing, even beyond your cat hearing. It's like Somebody turn down that buzzing. You see that the sages from the Cobalt Soul are gathering. Let me see. I'm gonna have a little like a bit of ambient sound, so it's not like it's quiet. And they're gathered, kind of setting in an area around like a couple of benches that are set out near the park, near one of the park's areas, and they seem to be like sitting and some standing, kind of discussing something, and Danklin and one of the other people motion to you to come over. Oh yeah, Summer, come on over. And they gather you over there, as begin discussing with you. As like Danklin's like there, it's like, and you see that there Danklin is Danklin, and then you see about like I'm gonna say 11 other of the sages kind of scattered around. You have like there's like a human male. There's like a slightly older a slightly older human woman, like a tiefling, male tiefling, young. There's a couple of gnomes. There's other than Danklin, there's a couple of dwarves. There's a couple of gnomes, couple of dwarves. There's an elf, and a Earth Genasi sage there, as well as a I forgot what the term for it is. As well as one of the, what's the term for the elephant?
Loxodon.
Loxodon. Okay, a Loxodon. Forgot the word. So Loxodon sitting there. Yeah, it's like as they gather around, it's like, well, we were kind of like converging, kind of figuring out kind of like gathering and like finalizing what we took away from our findings here, and figuring out our next plans. Summer, yeah, well, let me I guess we should have the so fill her in so she can kind of like work with the information we have here. It's like, well, the elf, the male elf steps forward, and it's like, well, we've gathered that yes, we did have some conversations with a couple people, and we did confirm that it was an artifact that was discovered not too long ago, and was just being kept safe here at the just kept safe here with uncertainty as to what it was. We're not sure, I guess, just from the nature of the kind of like reclusive, semi-reclusive nature of this village. I guess no word of the artifact ever reached out. It definitely looks like what we found from that book, that it looks like it does match the descriptions of the heirloom sphere, and they're not certain who may have taken it, as it was kept safe, but it wasn't always watched over, from what we've been told. And I don't know, and a lot of what we've kind of like been learning more is like the nature of the village, and getting to know everybody here, and kind of getting to a better understanding of the timeline of the artifact and who it might belong to. So I think we have a ton of info. We have a ton of filled in notebooks, and we're definitely going to be we're all going to be and we're going to be taking that and heading back to some of us heading back to Port Damali, and some of us heading back to the central archives in Rexentrum. So that's our plan. Summer, did you find out anything else recently? Like, hey, you. I know you told us about the fact that you told us a couple of things about who had discovered it. But is there anything else that you discovered that we should note down?
My youngest brother, Lucky, said he was down near the river with some friends. I think it was the night it was stolen, the day it was stolen, and they did notice a shadowy figure. He said that matched the description of the warlock that was here several years ago, Mulgar.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Do you know the Luxodon kind of like we had noticed that he was sitting. You hadn't noticed he was sitting because it's a Luxodon, so he's already like looming over you. And then he stands up and is looming even further above you, and it's like, that's definitely interesting. And he pulls out what seems like an extremely tiny notebook. It's like just like the Shaq holding normal things meme. Just him with the notebook. It's like, interesting. Interesting to know. Got that right here. Do you have a description of this Mulgar? Do you know do you remember what he looked like when you first encountered him?
Oh gosh, that was like how many years ago?
Yeah.
15 or more? I don't know if I remember very well. But yeah, I mean, the village thought maybe he had come back and stolen it because the rumor was he's the one who stole it in the first place, but that wasn't true.
Okay. Well, that's certainly useful information. We'll note that and have that noted. So Summer is over there having that meeting. The rest of the group, so that you don't think I forgot you existed. The rest of the group, like as she walked over,
we're in
there,
her hometown, kind of.
yeah.
It makes
But as she's kind of like having the discussion, Sky of Stars, her mother, and her sister, Tinkling of Bells, Stars and Bell, walk up to you guys as well. Oh, okay. Looks like Summer is pretty busy. Hey, folks, we were going to go over to by the lake and have a little picnic. Just as a group, we have a couple of the friends, and we wanted to invite you all to come with us. Would you like to just join us? Have a little bit of snacks, a little sit down, relax, and kind of look out at the lake. It's really nice this time of day.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
be okay with this.
That sounds lovely, ladies.
All right. Wonderful. Okay. Belle, let Summer know that when she's done to join us as well. So, then Stars goes and beckons you guys like, all right, come on, let's go. Let's go. All right, my friends, let's head on over there. And Sky of Stars guides you over to the lake, and then Belle quickly goes over to Summer. Summer, sorry to interrupt, but when you're done here, join us by the lake. We're gonna have a picnic. We got snacks, we got things. We're just gonna sit down and brunch and chat and just enjoy the lake. So just join us over there. Okay? Just take your time.
Okay. I'll try to
Lucius
be
is
there
going
soon.
to turn into a bear and steal some picnic baskets.
Absolutely. Yes. So, well, okay. So that's worth noting. Okay, it's good information and good information to note down. Well, that's our plan. Our plan, we're going to actually be later in the afternoon. I believe like 6 of us, and like 7 of us are heading down to Port Damali, and 6 of us are going to be going to Rexington. We're going to actually be doing a couple of teleportation circles. Because since we have them set up in those places, we have them. I don't remember. If you ever are, and you I'm like scattered. And
Relatable.
Summer remembers. You remember that one of the things that features that that Cobalt Soul has with within their archives is that each of them has a permanent teleportation circle that people can use, like the wizards and sages can use if they know the spell, teleportation circle, and they also utilize it to go from each archive to the other as well. So it's one of the things, the features that they have. Yeah, and Danklin says like, also, Summer, actually, I was gonna let you know, I'm actually gonna probably, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna stick around here and with you and help you out with because I know there's still a lot more. I know you're talking about there's still a lot more mystery for you to solve. And I wanted to stick around because I've been doing a lot of like anthropological research work for my thesis.
Anthropomorphical.
Anthro research for my thesis going forward. And this is going to be huge for me to kind of learn here and learn different places and get out on the field, a little bit more. And also, and then Summer he leans to you like, well, not leans, he like goes tippy toes and starts to like, also, I may in fact be writing a novel. I don't want to get too excited, but just excited. I've got my big novel idea. So I just, the research is like, yeah.
It'll be good to have you here. It's always nice to have a familiar face and someone recent. Because even though I know these people here, it's it's been a while, so they seem a little far away, and I feel a little disconnected.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
And one of the humans goes forward, is like, oh yeah, so I guess it's like the way we separate it out. It's just we're heading back to Rexington to kind of like bring in the notes, talk about this song, and we kind of like check in with some other pressing issues that are going on with what we've heard of Trent Ickathon being arrested. There's a lot of paperwork with that, so we're gonna be diving into that. So we're gonna have a few of us there. I don't know, 'cause I know you guys have had to travel a lot. That means we have a couple of extra spots in each teleportation circle if anybody needs a ride anywhere. So just throwing that out there, so you can let the group know when you guys get together that we have a couple extra slots if they need to ride along. We'll vouch for them when we get to each archive, and that way.
Okay, so is there any chance that my friend Blade could go with you guys? Because he's always wanted to go to the library in Port Damali specifically.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he's super sharp, and he may find something that could be helpful with this research.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Yeah, the library is always open to anybody that wants the information. So yeah, that'd be fantastic. That leaves 2 open slots to Port Damali and 4 open slots to Rexentrum, if we're keeping track.
Okay.
So
I've got to talk to my friends before I say anything to Blade to see what their plans are.
Yeah.
And get this sorted out.
So yeah, that's
Okay,
that's
thank
2 if Blade is coming, or 3 if he's not. So
How long are we going?
I don't know if you stuck around in this conversation, because I know that
Oh,
In the picnic.
you were off.
correct.
So yeah, you can ask. It's like, but yeah, that's where we're kind of heading. It's like a one-way trip, but like we can the travel is easy, can be figured out hopefully for you guys. But let us know. We can at least provide that one-way trip.
One way. Okay.
Yeah, at least for us.
Yeah, I think
we
it's
have no pressing issues going anywhere else. That's kind of the thing. We're going to be at Rexentrum for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, if anybody has pressing issues or anybody needs a ride for either place, so yeah, just letting you know.
All right. I will let the rest of my friends know.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll leave you to your day, because I know you're in your hometown. We don't want to just shovel work on you. Yeah. So enjoy your picnic. Enjoy time with your friends.
Okay.
It's like,
All right.
It's like Danklin's like, hey, can I come with you as well? Yeah, it sounds like fun when it comes to picnic.
There should be enough food. I mean, Mom usually packs enough food
All right.
more than we're feeding. So
Yeah.
sure, come along.
Perfect. All right. And
You're gonna be here a while.
Yes. You guys kind of walk towards the lake. And in that moment, we're gonna actually camera dissolve. Boo, boo. Meanwhile, the camera kind of dissolves into a view of this busy streets, this kind of like overcast weather, streets with like harsher like architecture, the very tight buildings and houses, a lot of very like packed streets, commuters going back and forth, people like a lot of humans, few dwarves. As you zoom into kind of keeping as inconspicuous of a presence as possible, you zoom into a female orc and a male human trying to keep busy, and it's Tumbao and his friend, his mentor, Trefaris, and Trefaris is like, well, oh man, we finally made it into town. About that was some work.
Honestly, I don't know how we survived that 10-foot fall, but frankly, I'm just more impressed to be here.
Yeah. Well, thank you for holding my ankles. I knew that was a bad spot to keep my stash, my secret stash, but I kind of got a little ambitious. But luckily, we're a sprained ankle is about as much as we dealt with.
No, we got real lucky.
Yeah. Well, okay. I've got my stash of exactly 100 gold pieces to split between us and get supplies. God.
So we're having a quick shopping trip. So before we're heading out of town.
Well, I don't know if we need to head out of town. I think we're gonna lay low. Let's see. But we got to get you some. We got to get some supplies. Especially we need to get you that ink so you can do that. The throwing the message in the fire thing to let
So we got about 50. So about 50 gold. We're a full 100 gold between the two of us, or we're splitting that both ways.
I'll
so
just
50 for me, 50 for you.
100 gold. I don't mind chipping it. I don't mind sharing it for the stash if you need some supplies.
No, of course. So first things first, we should probably. I'm thinking... we definitely should hit up an Arcana supply shop. Yeah. Pick up some resources.
All right, and like Trefaris is like looking around. It's like, all right, I know a place. I've been there in a little bit, and probably not the most pleased with me, but she doesn't hold grudges too badly, so we should be able to visit her. We're gonna go to.
If it helps, she's never met me, so you can't have a grudge. It sounds like our freshest start.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna visit Louisiana. Louisiana.
Got it.
Louisiana. Fast.
Hang on, let me just open up my D&D Beyond. I want to make sure that I can accurately be stupid.
Yeah.
Or if I need to pretend I'm smarter than I actually am.
Yeah, you have an intelligence of 18. You're pretty smart.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Well, Louisiana. His this character's last name is Delarour. This is like a French name, Delarour.
Louisiana Delarour.
Well, not Louisiana. Trefaris is Delarour. She's
oh, neat.
His daughter Louisiana.
Oh, this is definitely not my daughter. She's well, you'll know when we see her. And it's like she's a little crotchety, you kind of like you make it to 90. That's living a lot of life and having a lot of experience you're under your belt, and you end up a little crotchety sometimes. Well,
I'm on a mission now. No one's gonna stop me. my friend is missing, and I have somewhere I need to be.
Yeah.
So
you know what?
First things first. No one's in my way.
She does have. The good thing is, I think she does. She does have a soft spot for adventurers. She kind of like has a very, she's very soft for adventurers, especially young female adventurers. So I think she'll like you. Yeah. All right, let's head on over. And you guys he guides you over and as he's remembering the pathways through the Rexentrum streets. as I was like, all right, down this way. Oh, there it is. And you come up to the shop. It's very like, very unassuming shop on the outside. This just says Luizhana's Emporium. Luizhana. It's from. So let's shout it out. This is from The Wanderer's Guide to Merchants and Magic. Just wanted to shout this out. That's where I'm pulling this.
You may have some options available for some window shopping.
So you can see there. It's hard to see her there.
Let me take a quick peek because I was looking at my other screen.
But yeah, and as you kind of enter into the room, I'm taking a picture. Every inch of shelf space in the small shop seems crammed with obscure oddities, magical marvels, and exotic ingredients. The purple-skinned crone behind the desk sets her pale eyes upon you and croaks, "Yes? What do you want? Hey, hands where I can see them." Her three-eyed lizard stares blankly at you and burps softly.
Hi, I'm looking for something that might be able to help get a message across long distances, or might be able to help, like, I don't know, send a location from where I'm at to someone who's missing. See my.
What? That's I mean, if you know sending, they can give you the supplies for sending. Yeah, this is a pretty high level spell, but you got. But I mean, that's easy. I was like, Trefaris like,
oh, so it's
Luizhana.
easy. Oh, so wouldn't be
Luizhana
any kind of trouble looking for that kind of work, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know the spell. You have to know the spell. Well, actually, Luizhana, it's me, Trefaris. Trefaris, are you back? Get over here. Let me look at you. You're filthy. She's like, she spits on a rag that doesn't look all too clean, and she like wipes his face. It's like off, and is like, "What are you doing here? What does he want? What does she want? What does this woman want?" It's like, actually, let me take. We could use. I think we can solve it because I remember how your thing works. We could use some spell writing ink. I think we're gonna be good with that. Well, what does that have to do with messaging? Oh, you're doing that newfangled magic mail that we heard from that weirdo in Port Damali. He was like, huh? What? Wow. Well, yeah, it was like some like magic mail thing, but spell writing ink. Like, yeah, it's something to do with an ability with it's a secret thing that she knows. But we can use some spell writing ink. About what was it? Do you remember? It was like, do you remember how much you needed? It's like, and I'll say you'd quickly describe about how much you need for a page for your shadow network ability as a Vox trucker,
Isn't it Volks
space trucker, space trucker,
Volkswagen,
a Ford F-150.
The Volkswagen agents.
It's like you described kind of like about a ball this big. It's like for a page. It's like, well, that'll about that big. That's about, and you need spell writing ink, right? For a spell book. Huh. I can get you that.
Let me ask you a quick question while I jump into the conversation. Like, so rather than writing, I have an idea. Do you guys have like a local map for Rexington? Just a map,
I mean, that's
Rexington.
like a
barely
general
know
store
Rexington.
map. I'd be more than happy to shell out a couple of copper for one, maybe even a gold, if anything. The more accurate, the better.
I mean, there's a cartographer like several blocks down that way. It's like,
Okay, I'm having an idea. Does it have to be writing? What kind of writing would I be able to send? Does it have to be words? Because
let me see your
if we-
ability.
if we-
Let me
yeah.
look at your ability. You have access to the Volstrucker Shadow Network, which allows you to communicate with other members of the Order over long distance. If you write a letter in a special arcane ink, address it to a member of the Volstrucker, and cast it into the fire, the letter will burn to cinders.
So if I draw a square,
I mean, you
and
could
put
like make a
house
crude
and
drawing as long
point
as
it.
you draw and maybe write a message just to kind of give some information. Whatever you get a page worth, and I would say
okay,
I'll
so
be generous
but I have an
about it.
idea. So I wouldn't be able to do
I'll
something
say you can
huge.
do like you can draw something and have a couple paragraphs of text. You know, I'm not going to be very picky about like how you fit.
Oh
into
no!
a
I
page.
was gonna get fun with this. I was gonna get weird.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Like, okay, I have an
Yeah, you can do-
idea. So, I have this ability to be able to send a message using specialized ink through the shadow network to a specific partner of mine that I know they can receive this. But location-wise, I feel like they're not gonna be able to know where I am. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna meet with a cartographer, get a map of the city we're in, find a
Yeah,
location
Trevor
and
is
mark
like-
it, and then send it.
Zoom out. I think she fell asleep. And you see, Luciana like, as those. What? Trevor's like, wait, Louisiana, wake up. What happened? He was, she's drawing.
Long
She's
story
drawing.
short, I'm gonna send an image.
You need ink, right? You
by-
need ink, right? Yeah, you need ink. That's all you needed to tell me. What else do you need? What do you need? Ink and you need some paper. Okay, I got you. Hey, for that
She
much
just
ink,
waddles out of the room.
so it's just like she waddles over to kind of where her supplies and you need for that much ink. We're like, it'll be like 13 gold for each like of the vial, each bottle of it. It's like,
While she's grabbing that PD, can I roll like a little quick perception, just see if there's anything like objects, items, any from around me, anything that might catch my attention might be worth purchasing?
I mean, I'm gonna say, give me a perception check to kind of see how well you kind of like get an idea of the selection, if you'd like.
Thank you.
But I'll still need anything specific that you might be looking for.
Of course, but just
Just
being able to take a look around, maybe some things I can recognize, being like, oh, this is an object of this is an object of that. Like, but like I wouldn't know it's there until I take a peek around. Let me see how I can. Trying to remember how to roll. Would that be perception?
While you guys do that, I'm just drinking soy milk right out of the carton on stream.
Love my baby.
Elite
Go,
hacking.
girl.
he was a 7. You kind of get an idea. There's just a bunch of stuff everywhere.
Dang it.
It's like I described. It's very packed to the gills with
Wait, that's Wyndon Summers.
oh, the 5. 5, even worse.
Wait, that says 14 days ago. Is that one mine?
No, 19 seconds ago.
Wait,
I
where?
see 19 seconds ago at 5.
What
Am I the only one?
Hang on, why did it say jump
It's
to
also
I
say
think it might be at the
TTT
top.
rolls. It's also in
Yeah,
the
TTT rolls.
also has
Oh, on the
I also
group
have
chat.
it in the chat in the Foundry, but it might not have loaded for you yet. But in their TTT rolls, you see
There
that.
we go. Yeah, 5. Even worse.
It is just like I described, it is everything is just crammed. A lot of things. There's, I mean, you imagine there's like magic stuff everywhere here. There's probably like potion bottles in like certain areas. There's like over where she's kind of rummaging. There's bottles of various colors, but you're just like, it's all so overwhelming that you're finding it hard to like really piece it together in your mind or focus.
Yeah, I'm too antsy. I'm in a rush.
And you're exhausted, not mechanically exhausted, but exhausted.
Spiritually.
Spiritually.
I'm just spiritually taxed.
Better be precise. Exhaustion is the thing. But you're tired. You're tuckered out. You're the travel and all the craziness, so it's hard to focus. But and like Treferis is like, Treferis is like, hey, try to see if you can like land the charm and see if you can get her to like bring down the price a little bit. It's like she's hard.
I thought let me burn through my portion first. If I'm out, then we'll try to lower the price. But right now I got one goal and one goal only, and money isn't my problem. We're about. I will try. I hear you. I see you.
All right. Well. All right. It's up to you.
I'll try, but it's not high on my to-do list.
Like,
T,
like,
T, I promise you, T, can I call you T?
I guess so. That's fine.
I'm putting a lot of Chris Tucker energy into this character off the bat. Oh my god! But yeah, absolutely. We'll see if we can bring down the price at least a hair.
Yeah. Well, okay. And while you're having the discussion, she kind of like waddles over there with like a bowl in which she has like put in. So it's like, it just seems like a random bowl that she had lying around that she used to like put and carry them over. So, and you see about 4 bottles worth of that ink that you kind of like get the sense are like the amount you need for like each for like a page worth of writing, if you really fill it up. But basically, yeah, just calculate it right. Yeah. And that that each of those bottles, usually if you've been through some, well, let me give me a
familiar with them.
Give me a either a history or arcana check. Kind of give me an arcana.
Tribute inventory spellbook. Where's my
arcana check, since it's better. You're proficient in that. You use that.
Close. Arcana. Yeah, where's my... There it is.
Yeah, 13. That's enough for you to remember that that the ink you need for about a page worth of this message is usually at median price right now is 10 gold.
Oh yeah, no, I'm willing to spend about 10 gold there.
But
I wanted to ask her,
which is a little bit less than the 13 she's obviously charging. Obviously there's an upcharge, which is not uncommon, that, but that's usually about the value.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to ask if Miss Louise Hannah, right?
Louisiana.
Like Louisiana.
Yeah. Louisiana. Or Lulu for short.
I wanna like honey, lean in, try to push a little bit on that charm.
Gorgeous girl, you call me Lulu.
So Miss Lulu, and I just lean in like heavy on the desk, like there's a little bit of a creak, and it's so. See, I'm trying to find someone particularly special to me. Do you have anyone's particularly close to you, Miss Lulu? Maybe in your old adventuring days, because looking at you, I get this older soul. I mean, I get this powerful soul vibe from you, Miss Lulu. That you've definitely had a few friends. You know, maybe lost someone close. And I'm on a mission to make sure that they're taken care of. I had one job, and unfortunately we lost track through some unsavory means. You wouldn't happen to know not just sending a message, but might be able to anything that might be able to help me find said person, would you?
Well,
Ooh, one last thing before I forget, because I again, trust me, I'm a ditz here. Like, you wouldn't happen to sell any kind of temporary arcane focuses, would you? I've misplaced mine a little bit.
Okay.
Roll for the persuasion.
Yeah, you can roll for persuasion, and she kind of looks at you. I'll give you an advantage because you're exactly her like
I'm her
positive,
type.
her bias, not her like type. She's not like enamored romantically.
Oh, of course,
she
I'm
just
playing.
she just is.
Oh, wait, what?
She seems to kind of like look at
Oh,
you
I am
fondly.
100% her type.
She looking at you fondly, almost kind of a little motherly, and like, it's like I remember my adventuring days. You seem like a good. You seem like you're out there gonna kick some ass, aren't you?
Oh, you're not gonna believe the storm coming for who's ever right now holding my friend like captive. The absolute whirlwind to the people with them right now. I will turn them into paste.
Well, I mean, we got
You just you wind and summer, just like weird.
Well, all right, all right. I can help you out. I can go ahead and knock down the prices on these ink bottles to 10. I'll go ahead and give it to you to 10, or if you want to buy 10 for one, let's say 15 for two, and 20 for four. Just
20 for 4 is not a bad deal. I'm way happy with that. I can send more than enough messages there, and even provide with my little plan of trying to send in a map too. But I wanted to ask, because I know what we came in here for, but I was trying to take a peek around, but I've been so overwhelmed. Are you selling anything? Like, what's on special at the moment? Something that maybe,
I mean,
because I could use anything to help me get along.
I'm selling a lot of stuff. You're gonna have to be a little more specific if you're looking for anything in particular. It's just, I mean, look around you. I'll have to go looking for it if you're looking for something specific. But you know,
Can I do a little bit sharper of an investigation to see something that might catch my eye again? Well,
I will say, what are you looking for? Like specific, not just like
at the at the moment I thought it was more of like magical items, something that
are you looking
would've
for
been
anything
useful
like
to...
I would say rather than general. So if you, I would say, if you're looking for something like if you have something specific, like a particular type of item, or
probably not. Then yeah, probably not.
Yeah, because
No worries.
it's yeah, just to give an idea, because it's like, you figure it's like I can tell you. I mean, I have lots of stuff. I've got wands. I've got circlets. I've got a couple. I've got a few weapons. I've got plenty of potions.
I'm kind of short in arcane focus. I could, and it usually keeps me away from being able to cast the majority of my spells. I'm mainly looking for something that could help me, as a substitute until I get mine back. You got something I like? Essentially, I'm looking for what would be like a short sword for someone who may have lost their enchanted one in a cave. Just something kind of a replacement till I get back in there, kick the ass I need to kick ass, and then, you know, get back out. So something, you know, particularly useful would be helpful.
Yeah.
So if you got a good wand, I'd love to give that a shot. But primarily, I'm just looking for something that lets me cast what I gotta cast.
I mean, I could get you can get some if you're looking for just a basic wand or an orb or any kind of like other.
So the main thing I was using, I've been channeling a little bit of war magic, primarily a little bit of like elemental and like lightning ability. So I
Well,
had this like brass
you're a little-
orb.
You're eating the mic a little bit, Chris.
Oh shoot, might be. Thank you for telling me.
Well,
yeah.
you know, I've got the basic arcane focuses. You know, I got the.
Yeah, let me add one into the order as well. Just I want to make sure I can cast everything I need to.
I can get you a basic orb or a wand. I've got some special wands, but they're pretty pricey, kind of a few hundred gold each. But a basic wand is pretty inexpensive, and it'll at least get you started. I can get you a basic wand for about 10 gold.
Mm-hmm. So let's say I was willing to spend, because we already got the 20. Like I think I'm good with the 2. You said 2 for 15 for the paper.
2 for 15, yeah. For the ink,
that works
yeah.
with me.
I can throw some paper in
And so
there.
I got about, at the moment, if that's 15, he gave me 50.
Well,
that
he's holding
means-
the gold. He's like, he's watching you. He has the bag of gold, the gold, all the 100
Yeah, I'm
pieces.
just counting on my fingers like, I got this. So 50 minus 15. 35.
Well, I mean,
Wait.
the
Yes. 35. And just like as if she's just doing the full math in her head. So for about 35, is there something kind of in between the basic but not the, you know, hundreds of gold kind?
I mean,
In the 50 range.
uh,
Maybe a circlet, something that lets me cast a few basic spells.
let me think. Everything, unfortunately, because of supplies and because of the work that goes into the labor that I have to pay other people to kind of do the enchanting for me. I'm so sorry for this, but I'm more of a sorcerer, so sorceress, if you will, some people say. So I'm not as intimately familiar with like.
You're not with
the
the
arc-
stuff. You're just selling it.
I love magic and I love collecting it, but I do contract out the labor for the arc the.
Not even. I was just trying to
enchantment.
get a better vibe for your
Yeah,
services.
so a lot
but
of
yeah.
a lot of the things that will have like an additional oomph, an additional magic thing, like your plus ones if you're how people say with their like with their mages or whatnot.
Yeah, the young people.
With their plus ones and plus twos. It was like we used to have like in my day we used to have have historic names.
Oh no, I love the old times. You know, you used to have the old form alignment charts. Now you have all of these newfangled,
Yeah. Well, I can really what I can do for you. I can do it. I've got wands. I've got rods. I've got orbs. I've got staves.
I think I'll stick with the orb. It tends to be a little bit more my go-to.
Orb. Yeah, an orb.
Yeah.
I can get you that for 20 gold. That'll cover.
That'll run with me. So yeah, I'll just take the supplies and the orb and we'll bounce.
All right. So, that'll be 35 gold.
35. So I still have about 15 more gold left. Yeah, if I'm doing my math right.
Yeah, I mean,
You got the nice hat.
Um,
For some reason, I feel like a nice hat. Just take it and go.
As far as I remember, No, I've got socks, but those are actually extremely legendary magic socks that are a few thousand gold pieces. But I think we do have a haberdasher. I mean, it's Rexenstrom. Everything's in town. You can find anything in Rexenstrom. So they say. It's
Just
the
gotta know what to look for.
The city that never takes a long rest. They always say.
I'm getting that feeling so far.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, thank you so much, Miss
Alright.
Lulu.
All right. Let
All
me.
set then, 35, and it is.
Yeah, and then you hand over the 35. It's like, let me pack it all to you. It's like, and she kind of like, you see her kind of put the ink vials in like a sack. She goes over, finds like an orb that she had like placed up on a mantle. So like looks at her, inspects it, make sure there's no flaws, nothing cracked. She puts it in the sack, and then she reaches over, grabs one more thing, a bottle, and hands it to you. It grabs and kind of sneaks in a bottle with like a reddish liquid in it.
Mm-hmm.
I threw in a potion of healing there for you, girl. Just no extra cost. I got you covered.
No, don't worry. I'm gonna make sure that I'll hang on to this nice and tight.
Yes. You know what? Let me see the line that she gets. Like, all right, yeah. You give him hell, my girl. And don't ever let anyone tell you what you can or can't do. Okay?
Oh, you're gonna see what I can do.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm just excited for it. All right, you go out there and
Just
knock
putting
him
out
dead.
a lot of Rihanna energy, just like, yeah, nothing's gonna stop me. Everything is gonna be burning.
Yes. Well, you knock him dead.
That's the game plan.
All right. Well. And as Treferis, after like handing over the 35 gold, he's like, all right, well, okay, well, thank you,
Next
thank
stop.
you, Luciana. It was wonderful to see you again. I'll give the family my love. Give it that. Hey. Yeah. Stop with your flattering. Like little, three-eyed guy. Hey, little buddy, you stay.
I just
in
wave
there.
her off, and she just does a little.
It's like, all right, you hang in there, burp. Like, they're pointing at the little like three-eyed lizard creature. It's like, yeah, in there. Like, and three-eyed creature just kind of like blinks each eye one at a time, and just gives another little burp. And it's like, you guys walk away. All right. And as you guys saunter off, like, all right. Next stop, food and drink. We need to hang in. We need to find a place to lay low. And he looks around, and you see him kind of like get confused as he's looking somewhere. It's like, what the hell is that? That's never been there before. And he points at something a little further down the road, and you look down and you see this this building that suddenly rises 3 stories. There's like, you see this very like ostentatious like white building, like tavern, but with like very intricate designs, like with some arcanic runes and some very like stained glass windows, about 4 stories tall. And it looks like it was like, as you look in the building, like the buildings next to it, it's attached to the buildings next to it, almost as if it was like it like they cut and pasted the building. They cut what was there and pasted the building in exactly in its location, and replaced what was like the chunk of the building there. It's like,
I'm seeing like a reverse Willy Wonka thing, you know, where like his dad's dental office house disappears. It's like that, but just backwards.
it's
Just like everything is fine, and it's a completely different house. Like, does not match any of the rest of the houses on the street. It's just this giant thing.
yeah, it's about 3 stories tall. It's like surrounded by up in this like little dancing lights that are magically floating around, and you see the door with this stained glass decoration door, like called. Ooh, did I share the picture with? Oh yeah, I did share the picture of the let me that says Wizard's Watering Hole. And then it's like, well, that's I've been through this neighborhood countless times, and it is the first time I've seen of it. Looks like it's seamlessly replaced a chunk of that building surrounded it somehow. Huh? We gotta check this out.
We gotta. Sounds like.
Wow, we have to check this out. All right, let's go. All right, and as you guys, and I'm taking pictures of the watering hole. Oh, actually, I should take screenshots.
That's on Skype. Side note.
It's a naked cat.
That's a chicken. That's a chicken breast.
Headbutting my hand for pet.
I mean, that's
Caller talking to your microphone.
It's just a simple request. I mean,
Can we start a GoFundMe to buy Drew a microphone arm that attaches to his chair?
It's sort of a space thing as well.
Yeah.
This is not a very
Let's see
large
if it
room.
attached to your chair.
Or perhaps one that attaches to your headset.
Yeah.
They make little ones that you can stick on. It's kind of cool.
We'll get some Garth Brooks action in here.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
that
Drew.
thing up.
There's the.
They're just jealous we
I've
have
thought
that
about
full
getting.
freedom.
I know what you're talking about.
All right, and as you walk, so as you guys walk in, because I want to get, we got to finish this part up because we got some stuff back in the clan to get to before we all have to go to sleep, and have to rush things. But as you walk in, you see this, and I'm doing I'm showing the image here in the chat. You see this like wildly decorated indoor location with like these tables with like these beautiful chairs, some of which are floating in the air. There's somebody like riding one like as a threat, as a ride. There's various like tankards are either floating or crawling across tables to patrons. There's dancing. You see like this like fog that encompasses the this is the Wizard's Watering Hole. I should name drop from the Seeker's Guide to Twisted Taverns. So shout out to Forged shout out to Ghostfire Gaming and Eldermancy for this awesome book that I'm pulling from. So this is the Wizard's Watering Hole.
Eldermancy. I want to have the power over boomers.
And you kind of like you see this ground level, this main hall. You enter. There are tables and booths scattered around the main hall, all of which are animated. There's like you see sometimes people sit in a chair and kind of like do can like command it to like move and fly. Sitting at various tables, there are various other patrons. If you look down, the bar against the back is like very well stocked with an amazing array of like strange bottles, keg faces, and other barware. Looking across shelves and tables, you'll notice that dozens of like awakened mugs, seeming like these mugs just dashing around, helping serve guests and mixed drinks. You as you walk in, several of the mugs like walk, you see like a few of the mugs walk over to you, and like almost, you can almost feel like they're gesturing for you to go to the bar. They're trying to lead you to the bar. And
I'm just seeing the like a row of tankards just like lifting their tops, but doing essentially like the airliner, like guiding you down the railway towards where the bar would be.
yeah, so there's just like a couple of them that like are there and like kind of gesticulating and leading you to the bar. And as you guys end up at the bar, you notice that it's run by this like what seems like a suit of armor that you, as far as you can tell, is simply an animated suit of armor. That seems to have is wearing a top hat, has a mustache drawn onto its face, and is serving, using all four arms to serve. Has four arms, also a bow tie, and is using all his arms to serve drinks to patrons and mix drinks. And like I said, there's a thin layer of fog that looms overhead. It kind of seems to ebb and flow at random intervals. You see like a bunch of dancing lights and minor illusions that are, you know, dancing among them. Like you see like in the picture, just orbs or the moon, a moon, or like little twinkling stars, or like butterflies or birds, but all like just illusory. This is a very odd magical place. As you sit at the bar and put bread in their jar,
Man, what are you doing?
You sit at the bar, and as you're kind of like getting your bearings straight, you do hear like, you do notice that there's a lot of like wizards. It seems to be like it says Wizard's Watering Hole. It seems to like a lot of wizards and magic and some few different adventures are around and conversing, and you're at the bar and you do hear kind of a little chatter. You can't help but overhear somebody, like people chattering, because you hear the words, you hear the name Trent Ickathon. Somebody talking like Trent Ickathon. It's like, and then that catches your ear, and it's like, yeah, they arrested him. Like the leader, one of the big guys over there at the service assembly, they arrested that guy. I said that he was doing some weird experiments and stuff. Like, whoa, wow. I was like, yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot different over there at this Ulster Academy. I'll tell you what. As they grab their drinks and walk off. And Teferis is like, what? Did you hear that? Timbao, did you hear that? You
Yeah, no, they finally got him.
Whoa. I guess. Oh, I guess that's a probably a huge weight off our shoulders, I guess. Like, and then the bartender is like, the animated armor bartender turns to you, is like, welcome guests, I am Tender. What can I serve you with? May I interest you in a menu?
I'll take a menu.
I just scan this QR code.
Yes. Scan this arcanic QR code with your wand. We're gonna copy. You get handed this like this very intricately designed and decorated menu that has 2 sides on it that have actual menus from the book. Shout out to Twisted Taverns. Shout out to the makers of Twisted Taverns. As you kind of see, they have like they have with their food, they have something called the Forever Steak. They have the 3d6 cheese omelet, which you're not sure what that means, but seems like it's a lot of cheese. It seems to indicate that it changes flavor every few seconds. The Forever Steak is a steak that apparently is a bottomless steak entree. You don't know what exactly they mean by bottomless steak.
It's only wearing a top.
That's true. Evergreen salad. You see these like magical descriptions. You see everything sandwich. It says that it's filled with 40 different kinds of monster meats and 10 different sauces, Cyber secret sauces, as well as a medley of about 2 dozen master or herbs and 20 different vegetables. Mystery chicken and eggs, jelly fruit medley. As you're like taking all that in, you turn over. It's like you see these cocktails include like Wizard's Wine, Curdled Night Hag, Smoking Citrus, and Dark Spirit Calling. It's like
Curdled Night Hag is a fucking hell of a thing.
Yeah, and as you're kind of like taking in the menu, I would say, as you're taking in the menu, it's like, well, let's get that before we do anything. Traverse, like, before we do anything, let's just get that message out of the way. Dumba, this is.
You want me to just write down a message now? I had a different idea. Sure.
Yeah, you can write down whatever. Just have an idea.
I write down the location that I'm currently in, the name of the Wizard's watering hole, and I essentially put just a notice to be sent out that I'm planning on lying low here for the foreseeable future. You know, if you're able to make your way here as soon as you can, and I just send it along.
Yeah, and then you almost you try to kind of look around, and almost like the bar, the place almost senses your need. Something comes with a lighter. Like one of the spirits, like an invisible hand comes with a lighter, and it lights the message for you. And as the embers kind of like almost imperceptibly fly off into the wind, we use that moment to fade over to some leaves in the wind over a forest sky, and over this like semi-tranquil lake. As we go over to the lake edge, and we see everyone here,
by the beach.
Right by the beach. Everybody's having a picnic.
Some beach.
You see
somewhere.
The gang is enjoying a nice picnic, and in that moment,
it's a beach episode.
You know, Belle is there. Stars is there. Bones is there. You see come in, Butterfly Wings joins you, Ray joins you, Blade is kind of like eventually pops in there, and you're gathered all having snacks, and then Summer, you arrive as they're all like sitting around. It's like, you're welcome, Summer. You and Danklin make your seat. It's like ooh, oh, those sandwiches look nice. The Dank was like, yes, don't mind if I do. He gets offered a couple sandwiches and a nice like root beer that he enjoys. He's like, oh, yes, and your mom, your mom says like, well, oh honey, how was did everything work out well with those with the smarty pant peoples?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. At some point, I need to talk to my friends here about next steps, but I don't know. Not much else to talk about.
Okay, well that's wonderful. Well, I've made sandwiches. I've got some, I've cut up some vegetables as well and some fruits for everyone. We've got juice and root beer, so help
It's
yourself.
a charcuterie board.
We got the charcuterie board. The charcuterie board.
But it was a cat joke, and that was beautiful.
Yeah,
Nice
fair.
job, Chris.
Yes. A plus.
Yes. And yeah, there's just like a lot of like meats and cheeses and things like that, and as you guys sit down to snack, I was like, and Mortal kind of pipes in. It's like, well, I figure, well, now is as good a time to, I guess, talk to you guys about this. I don't mind if Summer's family kind of hears it. It's not like a crazy secret thing, but so guys, I was actually, after we're done with this next thing, I was gonna think about heading back to Port Damali, and kind of just focusing on my alchemical research. I wanted, and now that I have that library, that I can just I've got a friend on the inside with. I was gonna go use that resource and focus on that. I mean, I wanted to kind of run it by you guys because it's kind of, I've been having a blast with you guys these past couple months, but I kind of wanted to. I kind of have been slacking on my research and on my work, and I just want to let you guys know because like it's important. You guys are. I think you guys are my friends now. We're kind of like a little like it's only been a couple months, but I feel like we're like an odd little found family, if anything.
Word.
Hell yeah, fam.
Summer was waiting for everyone to react because Mortal already told her.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of talked to Summer about it. It just, I don't know. I figured it was a little easier to kind of run it by her first. I was a little nervous about telling you guys because I don't know why. It's just I was.
Well, we're happy.
It's been an honor, man.
Yeah.
You've been in enough places as we all have. You kind of know that you might be in different places, but if you find yourself in the same one, you can always fall back together.
Yep.
Say what now?
You put your shell on the line for us more than once, and we appreciate that.
I like that one. That was a good one.
Thanks, I just came up with that.
Mm-hmm.
Off the tip of my tail.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, all right.
Now, what about Sue?
Oh yeah. I forgot to tell you. Sue. I was, I even talked to him about it. Sue's actually gonna kind of stick around with, well, whoever, probably with Summer, but whoever's going off on adventures. You know, he's been with me for a while, but he's not gonna be enjoying cooped up in a library for days on end now that the adventure life. So he's gonna tag along on the adventures with you guys.
Have an adventure pseudo dragon, everyone. Da, 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 da.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you told us, Mortal. I'm sure that's been on your mind a lot. Must feel good to get that out.
And the more perceptive of you kind of catch Belle kind of tugging at Star's sleeve, so, and kind of like gesturing back away. Like, what Belle? What are you talking? What are you? Mom, I'm trying to tell you that maybe we should give them privacy because I think Summer has to talk to them about something. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, yes. Enjoy the food, enjoy the snacks. We'll kind of go leave you guys to your discussion. And you guys have a lot to talk to. And we're just gonna have a walk around. It's a nice day. We're gonna go take a walk around. And
Before you guys leave, and this is for everyone here, I forgot to tell you, all the sages are going to be leaving, and they're going to be dispersing. So for you, Mom and Belle, know that it's going to get a lot quieter around here with all these folks gone. It's what, like a dozen of them?
Yeah.
So they're all finished here.
Yeah. And Danklin's like, except for me, I'm actually gonna be sticking around if it's okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna be, but I will just be writing in my book, just writing down notes. You know, just little old me. I'll keep quiet. Oh, and did you mention about the teleportation circle?
No, that's what I was going to talk to everyone about.
Okay. All right. Well, enjoy your walk, ladies. And then they walk out, and like, yeah, and then kind of just walk off in the distance. It's like, and yeah, you are there with right now the party and Wings, Ray, Blade. They're like, yeah, you want? And
Oh yeah, it's if you guys could mosey on out of here for a
Okay.
bit too. I need to talk to my team.
Okay. All right.
I'll meet up with you guys later.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Yeah. And then it's like, and then Ray's like, I have to get up now. Ray's like struggling to get themselves up to their feet. I'm like, oh. Hey, if I keep walking more, I'm gonna throw up somewhere. So you're gonna have to deal with it. As she says as she's walking off in the distance. Not my problem anymore. And then they walk off in the distance as well. So you're there with just the gang.
All right. So gang, I was talking to these sages back here. This is why I couldn't join you guys for the picnic. So they were talking about how they're all going to leave because they've done their research. And indeed, this artifact that's been here, they said did match the description of the, oh my gosh, I feel bad. Was it the Eye of the Heirloom?
Heirloom
Sphere.
Yeah.
God, Heirloom Sphere. There we go. So, but they have other matters to attend to and some other stuff going on. So they're going to split up into two groups. Some are going back to Port Damali, right? Some are going back to Rex Centrum. Danklin, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this.
Sounds good so far.
Right.
Going back all the way.
Quite a few are going to Rex Centrum and are going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
There's some stuff going on, right? And then, but they have some open spots left in their teleportation circles. It's a one-way trip. Can always come back. But we've got what, Danklin, 4 spots to Rec Centrum
Yeah.
and 2 back to Port Damali.
If Blade is coming, yeah, back to Port Damali. Yeah.
Wait, is that 2? I thought it was.
It's 3, but they said 2
Oh,
because
okay, yeah.
we have a spot for Blade. We was
Okay, yeah, there we go. So thank you for correcting me there. So 3 spots to Port Damali, but I was gonna offer if Blade wanted to go. I don't know if he's gonna take it though, because it's a one-way trip. Might be a little freaked out to get back unless someone can help him with some sort of teleportation.
well,
So we have options. If anyone wants to disband and split up, or go on to Rec Centrum, follow the leads on Roundabout Gen, or stay here, I guess, and adventure on. But
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be staying here with my family for a while and doing my own research.
Does Toro get the letter yet?
So at that moment, as you guys are thinking about
You've
that,
got mail.
you see like this parchment, like kind of almost like reverse. I'm gonna say it kind of comes in like the reverse version of being burned into the wind. Like it starts as increasing embers and starts to reform into parchment, and reverse.
Metal atoms into a hole.
And then as like you kind of like, oh, another one, and you recognize it at this point, and it kind of like floats down in front of you.
Tears come to Toro's eyes. He goes, I would like one of those spots to Rec Centrum.
I'm getting. I would like to note that, like, every time somebody says Rec Centrum, I look over at Chavo.
Yeah.
Just sort of knowing conversations a ranger may have with a pet.
Yeah.
He knows why I'm looking over, and I sort of look.
Yeah.
How many more spots would be there?
It's well, with and Dangan comes like, well, Toro's taking one, so that's 3 more spots.
After all this and what we've been through, and seeing Summer here back home, I've been avoiding going back home myself. Maybe there are some things that I may be able to do in Rec Centrum if there is a spot for me in Chavo.
Find your home on the range.
Yeah. Oh, sounds good.
Oh, and I figure Mortal's going to be taking one of the spots back to Port Damali.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be
Right?
glad. Yep. I'll be glad to go. Yeah. So.
So
and
that
I
would be-
can I can keep an eye out for Blade. You know, if you could, I can kind of be there to kind of like help him out, so he doesn't feel so lonely. If he doesn't mind, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just wanted to offer to you guys first in case anyone needs a break, needs to go back to the big city. I don't know, just something. But also, you guys are welcome to stay here with me and my family. I'm sure they would welcome you in and take a nice little respite and
Yeah.
see where the wind takes us.
We're gonna be here. I mean, I'm sure we're out in the world that we live in. I'm sure adventure will find us no matter where we are. So, you know, if you stick around here, there's probably something. There's always something to do.
All right, Leroy. Oh, I want to ask Sue. Do you have a preference? Do you want to stay here or go somewhere else?
he's kind of scared of his eyes, like, and he walks over to you, Summer, is like, and kind of stands next to you, is like, and gives you a thumbs up, like, and kind of like gives you a sense of like contentment and knowing that he can find adventure here and curiosity as he looks around.
Yeah, plenty to explore. All right, so I get the vibe Sue wants to stay here. Gonna
Mhm.
hang out with me for a while.
Yeah.
Who do we have left to make decisions and announce what they're doing?
We have Toby and Lucius. Yeah.
Lucius, he's kind of he would probably I think he's gonna stay around here.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, he said, I am not too fond of the big city these days, so that certainly has no appeal for me. I might be in and out of here. It's great to have some close friends that you know where to find them if you need them, but
Mm-hmm.
I may do some little exploration and camping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me too. There's a lot to explore, especially from what I've heard. There's some great stuff even more up north to discover. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of research up here. My fellow regular sized friend, Gnome says, as he points to Toby, my fellow regular sized friend. We've heard from the tall people.
The tall geese. Get some Gundam talk in here. Well, no looking back. I've already milked the good bars in my path behind. I think I'm gonna stay here with my tree hugger and my kitty lady.
Nice. Well, that sounds like a plan,
And the unsquishable pseudo dragon, but we won't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
we don't talk about the extra hit points he's been given. No.
Is he immune to all
Deus
damage? Who's to
Ex
say?
pseudo dragon.
We don't talk about it.
Does he tend to get ignored by a targeted damage? Targeted attacks.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Who's to say? All right, and I would say that's how this is gonna be. This is gonna be an interesting change of scenarios for y'all, I imagine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be odd. It's only been a couple months, but I kind of, it's kind of been. It's felt like a few years.
Got used to you taking the last shift when we slept.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah. I always figured that was useful to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Don't get into any lemon trees.
I'm keeping all this money in the pitchfork.
Yeah. Somebody needs to. I'm gonna go sleep in a lemon tree.
The pitchfork of equine speaking. I'm gonna start a stable.
If I will say, I will be growing my arcane and alchemical skills. I will be figuring out a way I'll be making sure to find a way to communicate with you guys. I definitely won't be a stranger. I'll be reaching out. We'll reach out to each other. Some of us are gonna learn sending.
Yeah. I think I think I have that,
Something.
right? But I can only send to people who know how to send. I think that sounds right.
Something. There's a thing. Maybe we'll have to look with your
Yeah.
magic monk stuff.
I do. I just checked the show notes.
But yeah, we have ways. Well.
Yeah. That'd be cool. A little long distance pen pal now.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be great.
Well, and then as you kind of look around and look out on the lake, and look as the kind of the wind kind of causes ripples across the lake, and
How big's the moon?
it's not it's not visible right now.
I don't know. Sometimes it's visible in the daytime.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, could be. I don't know. Maybe it
Is
might
it or is it not similar to a pizza pie?
be.
Because I know
But that's
something
Amora.
happens when it hits your eye
And that's a
at that point in time.
Yeah.
I can't remember though.
And how high is the moon?
And how how long has this been going on? But yeah, as you kind of like are contemplating like all your like separate adventures going forward and things we may revisit in future seasons and split and other one shots we might do, just throw
All
it out
the
there.
time we spent together.
What was it? Campfire memories? Wait, was it? I found it. Oh, there it is. All right, and as the thoughts of your future adventures and future locations and you know, reunions and going home, staying or going home or going on adventures, that's where we're gonna kind of wrap up the season finale of Through the Tomes. Yeah. So this is not the end, at least as far as I'm concerned. This is obviously not the end of the adventure for the original crew. But we're gonna have, we're in the future. We're gonna probably. I've got everything set up so that we maybe we'll rejoin Summer and the gang here up over by the coast. See what they're up to. Might join the folks over at Rexingtrum, see if they meet some interesting people over there and form their own party. And who knows, the craziness will ensue. But until then, as we kind of let me quiet down this one. I will say, it's probably gonna be a couple weeks or a few weeks for us to get everything gathered and get all the players all set up to participate. But our next adventure is gonna be, speaking of like true to the name Through the Tomes, we're gonna go through an entire tome, and we're gonna actually be going through and playing the Hand of the Eight a campaign. Hand of the Eight adventure campaign. It is a very cool full campaign that's going to take through various levels, through a lot of like intrigue, to the nature of existence and life and dreams. So cool stuff. We're gonna have that started soon, so look forward to that. And that is courtesy of DM Dave, and of course I have this copy because I kickstarted this. Shout out to Dave Hamrick, aka DM Dave.
For that?
The what?
Was there? How?
I think I'll send you the stuff. I'll send you the PDF for the.
I was gonna say, I swear I remember a PDF, and
It
now
was
I can't
for
remember.
Pexi's Guide to Emeria. I thank you for reminding me. It's a campaign set in the campaign setting of Omeria, which
I think I found it. Pixie's Guide to Almeria distro compressed
Yeah.
version 1.1.
Yes, Pexie's Guide to Almeria, which is really nice. Campaign setting also from DM Dave. A kind of interesting place that may, in fact, be an actual flat world. So look forward to that. But
A flat world like ours.
yes, exactly. Look forward
The
to that.
realism's insane.
Exactly. Look forward to that. We'll be back with that, but that's it for now. Thank you everyone that has joined me. I know that that's going to be the hiatus for right now for 3 of us that are going to go on a little bit of a hiatus: Daisy, Brett, and Matt. Thank you for being with me and going on this, actually participating in this with me. They're kind of like in my box. Any thoughts as as your parting thoughts as we say goodbye?
Always
Goodbye for
be
now.
on the lookout for Luke.
Exactly.
He's out there somewhere, and we must #find Luke.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't trust
I'm
lemon trees.
going to make a back end request of a thing I don't know if I've told the party yet or not, but Petey,
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
would say let's eventually. I'll come up with a little bit of backstory, but let's find a Luke. Maybe not
Yeah.
two,
Well, I
if
mean,
you
we
catch my meaning.
we have this Luke, but we can find a Luke. We can find another Luke. But yeah. With those parting thoughts, thank you all for being with us. Be sure to check out all of our stuff at rebelli.net, Rebelli TV on YouTube and on Twitch. Watch us live with when we come back with the Hand of the Eight campaign and all of our other future TTRPG fun stuff. I've got plans to break out of 5e. Maybe we'll start doing Pathfinder. Maybe we'll start doing Call of Cthulhu. Maybe we'll start doing kids on bikes, kids on brooms. We'll see.
The
Do I-
yet to be named
I would fucking do the
MCDM
shit out of some
RPG.
kids on bikes.
Yes.
I've always wanted to play kids on bikes.
Yeah.
Look at John
So
Hughes shit.
I gotta look at that because we're gonna break out of that fun stuff. But yeah, thank you for being with us. Follow, like, share, do all the things. Until next time, hasta los huevos.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Toodle ooh.
Annyeong.
Bye.
#find Luke.
Annyeong. Fighting.
And just like that, Skype crashed.
Bye.